Hey guys, it's Robin. Welcome back to the nest. So I'm here today with my finale for No Paper Left Behind. That was started by Daniela Hayes. And I did finish. Now, if you all watched my other video, you know that I was using the Tea Party by Craftsmith. This didn't have a full 48 sheets in it. It was a skeleton pad, like Daniela lovingly likes to refer to them. And I think I've had 3 or 4 of these pads in total. I finished one completely prior to this, but this only had, I don't know, I cannot remember to save myself how many sheets of paper was left in this, and I just forgot before I started cutting into it to do this. But there was several pages left, and I wasn't just going to toss it. It's been one of those things that's been in my stash for a long time, just partial, long before I started doing No Paper Left Behind. So this is what I used, and this is what's left. Well, I'll show you what's left right here. This actually was from another piece, but this is what I have left here. I do have these little teacups here, but you know, it's not going to hurt my feelings whatsoever to throw it throw that in the trash. Then I was using all of these scraps that were from doing the baby shower invitations. They were full pieces that are like, let's see here, like this. It was cutting the invitations out, and so I was using those up because this metallic paper, you all know how expensive it is, so was using that up. I will put the majority of this. Now, some of these things that are like this, I probably won't hold on to, but I don't know. I may, because sometimes when we're doing a project, it just needs a little bit of sparkle, but you don't want to really put, you know, sparkle on it. So I don't know, maybe I'll use them. And then I had these that I never had used. I thought that I was going to use them for the baby shower, never did, so I used several of those up in my projects. And then I had pulled these out because I was wanting to make some birthday cards, and I used, there are, how many tags in this? 12. There's 12 tags per package. I didn't open this one, but there's 3 left in this, or 4. 1, 2, 3, there's 4. There's 4 left in this one, so I was able to use some of those. It doesn't hurt my feelings that I didn't use them all, because that wasn't my goal. My goal was to use that paper pad. Plus, if you'll remember, it had 2 sheets that I had slid in there at some point of graphic 45, and I think I'd slid them in there just to keep them flat. I've already shown you this in my progress report. Those are the things that I had already made. These I'm just going to show you real quick. I've already shown them to you, but I did go back and put things on the inside, and then I also put the little enamel dots on some of these. So I'm just going to run through these really quick. Then see the little, and I put just a little scrap of something in each one of them. I added the enamel dots and added little scraps on the inside. Now, if you saw my other video, you'll remember that I also had a sheet of paper that I was using, that I cut all of these little things apart, and I wanted to use those as embellishment. So I was doing that, and I've made all those. Okay, so here is the new things I've done. So this was with part of the graphic 45 paper that I had. And this right here, I was actually making some masks for my family, and that was just a piece of scrap material that was laying on my desk, and I thought that it sort of looked like the colors in her robe, so I put it on there. So there's one. And this right here is another one of those frames from where I'd cut out the invitations. And this is actually from the Tea Party paper. And then this is from that sheet of paper. I'll show you. So when I purchased this paper here, I had no intentions of just using all of it as it is to make something. I only purchased this to cut them apart and use them as embellishments, and so that is what I did. It's by American Crafts, and my goal, my personal goal, wasn't to use all of that. It was to use the skeleton pad plus the 2 sheets of graphic 45. Oh, the inside of this one. That's how I decorated the inside of this one. So that's a birthday card. And then this one, I didn't put a sentiment on the front of it, and I know that it needs something else, and I think that's what it is. What's actually back here was where over the winter I had cut out some poinsettias out of some of this and used them in some of my Christmas cards, but I saved the blanks, and that's how I was reusing it. So I'll add a sentiment to this when I'm ready to send it. That's the inside. And then now we're going back to the Tea Party. There's a rosette up here, and then I added some eyelash trim. There's a piece of the cut aparts that I was telling you I was using for embellishments, and the little happy birthday, and it is popped up on foam dots. I don't know, I may go back and add some enamel dots somewhere on this, but right now I'm okay with that. And there's the inside. This is another one of the little frames from the baby shower invitations. And then here, and I did all these little die cuts and added them there. It is popped up on foam dots, and then this is a flower with a stamen inside. There's the inside of that one. And this one. And again, the flower, the die cuts, and it is dimensional a little bit. And then I made this one. And this paper right here is actually some from the baby shower. Something I was doing with the baby shower, and it's scored. I don't know if you all can you see the lines? It kind of reminds me of barnwood with it scored like that. So I think I had goofed when I was making some rosettes or something for the baby shower, and I had a piece of this like this, so I used it. This is a little crepe paper flower that I made, and just using these little scraps of piece paper. Let me show you right here something. So I had, okay, this piece down here was on the actual paper pad. It came with it, and it was attached to this one. I had this little bitty sliver of blue right here, and I took some of the slim slivers of my gold paper and just added them in between, or on top and bottom of the little blue piece. And then here's another scrap piece, and then another piece of the little gold trim, and then at the top that's part of the those frames that I cut out. So I was really happy with this card, that it was all scraps, more or less. And then I popped that up on foam, and then there's what I did on the inside. but I love that card. And then here is where I utilize some of those tags. And this is just a little cupcake liner rosette that I'd made and had in my stash, and added the little cut apart there in the center. And then this is some more of that paper that's like this one. And there's the inside of that one. And these, again, these are just strips of the gold paper that I have that I was using. And then here we go. Here's another, that's a crepe paper rosette, and then some eyelash trim, punched out a gold circle, and then used this cut apart there, as well as these three. It says, yay, it's your birthday, hooray. And then up here I use some of the little heart epoxy, or not epoxy, enamel dots at the top. And then I just put, whoops, just a strip of that paper on the inside. Here's another one where I used another one of the tags, and I just added an enamel dot here at the top of the cupcake. I did that on this one too. I forgot to show you that. Used it on the top. I did ink around the edges of the tags. Another crepe paper rosette, eyelash trim. I just used scraps of my little pieces of my gold to back the wish cut apart. And there it is. And then that's on the inside. Again, these are just little slivers that you cut off that I've added there. And then this one, and I love this one. So this was one of the sheets, and it was in the corner, where this was another part of this one sheet of paper, and then this was another part of it. The top right there, it's another part of it. But then I layered up my butterflies and put it on a paper clip, and let's see here if I can, it pulls out, so it's like a little birthday gift, a gift in a gift, because it can be used as a bookmark. And then I'm going to put this back down in there. Well, so what I did here was I just cut a little slit going on the curve of the bird cage to where I could slide my paper clip down in there. I have some double matting going on, and then that's the inside. This is part of that paper again. And then I have this one, and I do not have a sentiment on it yet because I wanted to leave it blank here for if I didn't want to do happy birthday, then I could do something else. And this is just a little piece of tulle, pink tulle, and I thought that it may look like steam coming up out of the teapot, so I just cut a little slit in the top of the teacup and slid the tulle down in there and glued it, and then just let it puff up right here, and then I just let it come up underneath the frame and then out the side. And right here I didn't have enough of this green paper, a big enough piece, and I really wanted to use it. So I just cut it into strips. I think you all have seen me do this before, but I cut it into strips to get that color all the way across. And then down here at the bottom, that's just another piece from the paper line that I had. Added a couple of little enamel dots here like they were sugar cubes. And, oh, I need to put something on the inside of that one. Well, yeah, before I dump those little scraps, I need to look and see if I have something that will match there. But anyway, here's another one. This was the focal point of another one of the 12 by 12 papers, and I just double layered it here, and then I took one of the coffee cups that were at the bottom and I cut this one out and then mounted it to where it was popped up on top of another one, because these ran all the way across the bottom of the paper, but this was where the sentiment was in one corner. And then I added some enamel dots over here, and I did add a scrap of paper in there. Then here's another one that I did the same thing to. Apparently I had 2 sheets of this left, and I did the same thing, as you can see here. And there's that. Here's another one. Pretty much did the exact same thing like I did on this one, except I put the sugar cubes on this side. And I need to find something to go there. Okay. Here's another one of those tags and some flowers. I've used some of my washi. This is some of that scrap green that I had been cutting some of my some of the die cuts out with, and then some scraps of paper. And then there's the inside. Oops. A little loose piece of washi. So I just used washi on the inside of here. And here's another one. And this one's dimensional. The circle, the flowers, and I added some little sequins in the center here. And then there's the inside of that one. And so, now I guess you're wondering what happened to the rest of the Graphic 45 sheets. So here we go. Didn't really know what to do with these, but this is what I did. I figured these could be maybe to go in like a journal or something. Just slide them down in there or put them in a journal. Don't really know what to call them, but they're on 110-pound cardstock. And I've popped some of them up with foam dots. I've layered them up. I've used, this is part of the Tea Party line, the Tea Party paper. It was just a scrap that I had. I angled it, the cut apart. If you can see there, that was very intentional. And then I put this down at the bottom, and then this is just another little butterfly with a little that you can use as a bookmark. You know, I could stick this in with a card or something maybe for someone's birthday. I don't know. Don't really know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I made it. And then same thing goes here. I actually, when I first started doing this, I thought maybe I could do like a tag flip and punch holes in the corners of all of these that I'm going to show you. You know, and just have them as tags. There's nothing on the back. They're really not big enough for memory dex cards. I don't know. Don't know what I'm going to do with them. They could be used as tuck spots in journals or something, but I figured this right here, this little scrap of paper, could be used to write something on, or put a little sentiment on or something. I don't know. So, and then I have this one. And I have this one, and there's another little cut apart here. Again, I was kind of thinking maybe tuck spot in a journal, you know, so maybe it's an embellishment. And then another little butterfly. I need to quit taking the butterflies off because you guys get the gist. But another little bookmark butterfly. And this one right here is the same. There's a little tuck spot in here. And it was all part of the collection. And then I did make this memory dex card. So this is my second memory dex card. You all remember the first one. Let me show it to you. again. This was my first one, and it was a memory dex card, a shaker, a little mini album. It was, you know, it was all of it. And so this is my second one ever. And this is popped up on foam dots here. But I did that, then made the little bookmark butterfly, and then a stationary butterfly there, and nothing on the back. So I did that, and then this is just another little tuck spot that I can put into a journal or something. And then I made some embellishments, some three-dimensional embellishments. So, and I have them on the backs of some of my papers that I had left. So I'm just going to hold them up here. I think that they're self-explanatory. See how I've popped them up. So there's those. And I think this one's pretty much identical to this one. But I was kind of thinking, you know, with not being able to get to the post office and stuff, maybe it would be possible for me to pay, you know, put an extra stamp or something on my I can't even think, sorry, on my mail, and, you know, have like a birthday card and then have just some embellishments on the inside to send out to people, since I'm not really getting out. So I made those embellishments, and then I made these embellishments. And you can see how dimensional they are. The little car right here is cut out of one of these and then popped up. Can you see to where it's three-dimensional? Some of them I cut things out, some of them I didn't. I've added some enamel dots, some eyelash trim. So there's that. And then here's another one. And on the parakeet or parrot up here, it's 3 layers. So the parrot itself's popped up as well. And then the little balloons with the palm fronds and stuff are popped up. Don't know if you can see it or not, but there you go. There's those. And then these. So I did all that then, and move these over. And I made some little bag toppers, and I was thinking if we can ever get through this COVID thing, I could maybe use them or just send them to someone who's wanting bag toppers. That's part of that mask material that I was using to make masks. And I thought that it worked. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I thought that it went with the colors that are in this and as well as in this paper. So did that one, and then I did this one, and I've already put the score tape in here. Did that one, and I did this one, made these little rosettes out of some strips of paper. Well, they're not little, they're quite dimensional. Couldn't really send that, you know, through the mail, but maybe do something like this. Get in a little bag. I don't know. I don't know if it will all fit or not. I don't know. Don't know. Let's see. So there's that one. And I'm thinking that I may have forgotten to add some cut-aparts on this one. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking there. But it looks kind of naked compared to those. Then this is just some more material that I had left on my desk where I made some masks. You can see that, the burgundy color down here, burgundy pink. And there's one. And the enamel dots right here. And then this. And this one. And this one. So, I think I did really good. I got a whole lot out of very little. The paper that I had that I was working with. So that was 2 sheets of graphic 45 paper, plus, you know, there's all of these too. I'm just going to pull them out, but I got all of these cards as well, if you didn't see before, and these. I don't know, I may have had 10 sheets maybe left of 12 by 12. I'm thinking I don't remember having that many of them left. I don't think there was that many of it left. I really don't. But look at all of this that I was able to get out of being able to use all that up. And now I have birthday cards that I can send out when I see that someone's having a birthday. I can at least pop a card in the mail to them to say happy birthday. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. Please check out the other ladies in the description box below. I apologize that I haven't been able to get to your channel if you're new to doing this. I just haven't had time. Flat out, I haven't had time. But I'm glad that you're playing along. I hope that you're learning a lot from it. Learning a lot about yourself and the way that you craft and the way that you buy, and you get to know yourself a whole lot more doing this challenge. I personally believe, and it's all thanks to Daniela Hayes. Thanks, Daniela. So I think that's it. I am not going to say if I'm going to do August No Paper Left Behind or not, because I've already shown you all what all I have going on here, and I really need to get some of it finished up. But even with everything that I had done, I was still able to get this done. Now it was a little stressor, but I was still able to make all of this right here, even with everything that I have going on out there. So I don't know, I'll just have to see what I can come up with. There may be something in that big box. Let me show you this box again. There may be something down in this big box of projects. There's some of them are unfinished projects, some of them are skeleton pads, like this one right here. See, that's a skeleton pad. It's not the full pad, and there's bukus of one thing. I don't know how many papers are in here, but there's also these sheets. So, you know, that's something that I don't want to throw it away, but I need to do something with it. I'm tired of looking at them. Here's another one. These are just, a lot of them are loose leaf, random, K & Company paper pads. You couldn't see that. They're not all actually what is in here, but they are like all K & Company that are loose leaf, and I loved them. Don't want to throw them away, so I need to use them. This right here, this is things that I'm talking about, like this. This is a project that I started, what, 3 years ago or more. It was a kit from Amador, and I started it, never finished it, need to finish it. Here's another one. This is, I started a mini album for myself of my childhood. I don't even remember how many years ago that was, but it's all here. So I want to finish that. There's, what's this? See, I don't even remember now, but it's in here. These are things that I was making. Apparently there were embellishments and such. I don't know, but I need to finish it. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff in here. There's, here's another album where I was going to show you. I had started this one. It's using a store-bought cover, but on the inside, I do it differently. That's down it, and I have it in a thing. I mean, this is crazy. This is just crazy. I need to do something with this. Same thing goes there. You know, so I'm really wanting to get all this just done. Just finish the projects. I can't stand to have all these unfinished projects, but then starting a new one. So, I don't know. Whoops! We have a collision. So, I don't know what I would do next month, if I do it or not. But I'm thinking that I want to do something that's out of, sorry guys for the loud noise, that's out of this box. Because before you know it, Christmas is going to be upon us, and I'll be back to working on some Christmas projects or making some Christmas presents or something. So I don't know. We'll see. If you see me, then you know that I'll be here. If not, then I'm trying to get things finished up out there. So I hope that everyone's staying safe and healthy, and thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Welcome to all my new subbies. Oh, so glad to have you here. And welcome back to my old subbies. Thanks so much for your constant encouragement and support, and sending you all my love. Talk to you later. Bye.